guys, this is your girl, Ashira Nelson, also known as Savvy Girl Money, here to talk about the final CARES Act that was signed into law Friday, March 27th by the president. So on Wednesday, it was approved by the Senate. Then Friday morning, it was approved by the House. From Wednesday to Friday, it was in Congress. Then it was signed Friday afternoon by the president, which makes the largest emergency aid in the United States history. History, guys. And see, that's the thing. It's not just affecting American families. This act is helping small businesses get loans, which some will be forgave, or they'll have to only pay partial back if they meet certain requirements. This bill is also helping hospitals and also state and local government agencies. So this is huge. Today, I want to break down again or discuss some things that will affect individuals. That's my audience here. It's so much going on with small businesses, small business loan. Actually, my firm is going to be hosting webinars tomorrow, Monday. So if you are a small business owner and you feel like a SBA loan will be great for you, please see down below, post some links to our small business loan webinar, which are going to be great. It walks you all through the application process. And the key thing there is going to be to get your loan application in early. I mean, I don't know how many people they can help, but you really want to do this early. So check out our webinars below. So to jump right in, as it relates to individual, like I said before in my last video of the Senate approved act, the recovery rebate for individuals. They're still doing the $1,200 for individual, $2,400 for joint filers, and $500 per kid. They're going to start phasing out taxpayers $75,000 AGI, so that's your adjusted gross income, for individuals who make $75,000 or more, for joint filers. If you make $150,000 or more, you're going to start phasing out. And then head of household, if you reach a AGI of $112,500. I want to talk about this. I got a text from my aunt. Awkward. I don't know why they chose to do the act like this, but if you are over 17 years old and you are filed as a dependent on your parents' tax return, unfortunately, you will not get a rebate check. Again, I don't know why they chose to do this like that. That's kind of how it was just written. I feel like college students still need this income. I remember when I think back in 2008 when we got the stimulus check before, or 2007, I was in college. I got the check. So I'm not understanding why today college kids can't still take advantage of it. But again, these are the facts. Unfortunately, if you're over age 17 and you're filed on your parents' tax return as a dependent, they're not giving you anything, unfortunately. Let's talk about offsets to your rebate. I saw this conversation floating around. So they're not going to do offsets if you owe any federal agency, any state tax obligation. So let's say, for instance, I live in Ohio. If I owe the state of Ohio, they would not then give this money to the state of Ohio. I would still get it. Unemployment compensation, if you ever owe unemployment, they're not going to take your rebate to go towards that debt. Unfortunately, if you have past due support, like child support, they are 100% going to take your check to put towards your back child support. I know I don't even want to go there, but these are the facts. The act moved the 2019 tax filing date to July 15th, which a lot of us already knew, and it was talking about that. But one additional thing, the 2019 IRA contribution due date is now also July 15th, 2020. So if you still want to make contributions towards your 2019 IRA, meaning your individual retirement account, you can still do that until July 15th of this year. Like I said in my last video, the Senate approved video, they waived the 10% early withdrawal penalties if you take money out of your retirement account up to $100,000. So if you need that option, it is there. They're going to waive the tax penalty. The CARES Act also encourages individuals to make charitable contributions. So any contribution up to $300, you can take an above the line deduction on your tax return, meaning that you don't have to itemize for 2020. They're going to let anybody who make cash contributions to charities or churches take this deduction on their 2020 tax returns. Like I said, I'm holding us all to that this year. So stay tuned. Savvy Girl has something coming where we can track that to make sure we get that done. Let's see, the CARES Act also expands the definition of the employer-provided education assistance to include student loans. And this, they're going to allow up to $5,250 to be excluded from your gross income. So if your job pay for your student loans, which I don't know a lot of jobs that do this, but hopefully this kind of ignites them to take advantage of this, because they can also take this as a deduction on their company tax return. Hopefully this ignites a lot of jobs to go ahead and put this benefit in place and pay down those student loans for their employees. The CARES Act also suspends involuntary collections on your student loans. Let's say, for instance, if you have a offset judgment against you where people or student loan providers or lenders are taking your student loans, not right now. They can't get it. So if you already filed, here's the number below that I heard you can call and try to get your refund back if you already filed for your 2019 taxes. But if you have not filed yet, and normally in the past your student loans was getting, your tax refund was getting taken due to your student loans, it will not be the case now. And my last fact regarding the CARES Act that will impact individuals is it expands the unemployment insurance for workers. You still have to follow the unemployment laws for your state. So I was reading in for Ohio, I believe it was 50% of your income will be paid in unemployment. But the CARES Act is added on an additional $600 per week in unemployment benefits. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did get something from it, please give me a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel and go follow me on Instagram. Please be safe during this time. There's so much going on with the coronavirus. I feel like the government was really quick to put this act in place. And even though the $1,200 isn't a lot, I hope we all truly do appreciate it. I saw so many different posts going around, like, I don't know, just these stupid negative posts. It's like, why, as people, do we always have to be negative about everything? They're giving you $1,200. Take it or don't. This rebate is a what's called a tax credit. Think of it like this. When I file my taxes, I get a credit for having a child. Or back when I was in college, I got credits like a American Opportunity Credit. These are advance credits to me that they're giving me in check forms. Just be happy and keep yourself safe during this time. I'll see you guys again next week.